How to use the Edge Browser 2018. Part 1, Tweak the Browser. This video series shows how to use the Edge browser included with Windows 10. Part 1, this part, shows how to tweak the Edge browser. It gives recommended changes to the default Edge settings for the Start Page, Home button, and the browser search engine. Part 2 will describe Edge browser functions that are accessed from the browser window. Part 3 describes additional browser functions. It covers functions available by clicking the ellipsis at the upper right corner of the Edge window. Part 4, Edge browser settings, describes those options or settings that affect how the Edge browser operates. These are available by clicking the ellipsis, then clicking Settings. This clip shows how to open the playlist for a video, but please note the clip was prepared for a different video. The steps are the same for the video you are watching. This video is in a playlist. You should watch the videos in order from the playlist. To open the playlist, hover over the video window and click the circled eye in the upper right corner. Then click the playlist pop-up. By default, Edge opens to its start page showing a news feed that has all these news categories plus the local weather. Click on this line to select a single category. To customize the start page, click Hide Feed, upper right corner. It turns out that turning the weather off does hide the weather from the display, but turning either sports or money off doesn't seem to affect the display at least the way you would think it would. If you click Hide My Newsfeed, it hides everything on the display except for the search box. Click it, click Save. When you return to the main screen, it only shows the search box. Then you can show it again by clicking here. Changes on that customization page we were just on are remembered when you log off and back on or restart your computer. I prefer using a custom home page instead of the Edge start page. Notice it has a title, it has various categories: news websites, internet websites, banking, shopping. It saves an immense amount of browsing time if you can create your own home page. To find out how to make a custom home page, go to my channel page. I have 2 videos on how to build a custom home page. The first one is in General Computer Help, Easy Website Creation, and the video on how to create a browser home page is right here. I call it a start page. So this is the browser start page video. That will tell you how to set up a custom start page or home page if you are hosting your personal website with one-on-one web hosting. If you are not, and you're hosting with a different service and you do have an internet website, you can modify the steps to fit your host service. If you don't host a website, you can still create a browser home page in your computer, and that is described. If you go to my YouTube channel, go to the section on browsers, and there is a playlist, how to create a browser home page. That will show you how to create your own home page in your own computer using the Notepad editor and the Internet Explorer browser. And remember, the home page created with the method described here you will be able to use it with all your browsers. And if you have a way to save that on the internet, if you have a personal web space somewhere, you can save that on the internet and use it for all your devices, such as your iPhones, your iPads, or anything like that. I strongly recommend you use a custom home page. It will save you an immense amount of browsing time. Here's how to select that. First, open the Edge browser to whatever start page you want to use for your start page. Click in the address box. Press Ctrl C to copy the address to the clipboard. Then click the ellipsis and the settings. Scroll down to Open Microsoft Edge With. When you installed Edge, this was set to start page. Select a specific page or pages. Click in the box and press Ctrl V to paste in the address of your start page. Then click the disk icon to save it. While you're here, go ahead and make one other change to show the favorites bar. I believe by default the favorites bar is not shown. You'll find that very useful, and we will show you in a future video how to use that favorites bar. And one other thing while we're here is go to Advanced Settings. For most browsers, the Start page and the Home button open the same page. For the Edge browser, those are two separate settings. We already set the Start page to our home page, but the Home button, when you turn it on, is shown right here, and the URL or the page that opens is set right here. Again, for most browsers there's only one setting for the two things, the Start and the Home, but for the Edge we have to set it separately. So we set, it was originally set to either Start page or New Tab page, but we will select a specific page, and then like we did before, you'll click in this box and paste in your address of your home page and click this symbol to save it. And then what happens, we'll demonstrate. So just close it and reopen the browser. It opens to the home page because we set the Start page to home page. So let's open any other page from this page. We'll open the DAO, and we want to verify that the Home button will go back to that home page. And sure enough, it does. One more change we need to make is changing the search engine, and we'll describe that next. Click the ellipsis, open Settings, scroll down and open View Advanced Settings, where it says search in the address box with. The default for Edge would be the Bing search. I've already changed mine to Google, but if you want to change it, you click right here. This will give you a list of all the searches that are currently selectable in your computer. There's the Bing search, the Google search, and so forth. Many web pages have searches connected to them, so if you visit those pages, it will add that search to the search list here. Once you click one here, you can click Set as Default. If you want to remove something from this list, you can select it and click Remove. For instance, let's remove the Huffington Post search. Click it, click Remove. If I wanted to change back to Bing, I just click it, click Set as Default. Now notice when I do a search, I'll search for the word now. Notice the symbol here, that indicates that it was a Bing search that was performed. I've switched back to Google default search and done a search. It has the name Google here to show that it was Google that did the search. If you want to add another search engine, you can just visit another website. I'll bring up the list of possible searches first, and I'll visit the website DuckDuckGo, which is another search. Remember, it was not on the list before, but I'll just visit the website. If you wanted to add a search engine that did not appear on this list, you need to open the DuckDuckGo website. Once you do, the Edge browser will automatically add the search engine for DuckDuckGo. To verify that, let's go back and look at the search engines again. Notice now DuckDuckGo appears in this list. That's because I went to the DuckDuckGo website and opened it. So to add a search, all you do is you go to one of the search websites, open the page, the browser page. It'll automatically add that search to the list that you can select from in the settings for Edge. Thanks for watching this Tom's Tech Notes video. If you liked this video, please click like. There are 250 videos on the channel. Please click subscribe and select notifications to receive an email when I add videos to the channel. To visit the channel, search for TOMSTDA.